Elijah, calm as a still lake, could not keep his disquiet hidden. Sarah's revelations about Operation Minerva were not just unsettling, they were a ticking time bomb at the heart of the covenant. As the clock ticked ominously, they realized that they were not just in the dark, but were being blinded by their own operations. Even as Sarah and Elijah wrestled with the reality of their situation, Lydia was on a quest of her own. Buried deep in a sea of data, she unearthed a clue. A mysterious mention of Project Solitude. A project or a place? The answers were elusive. Back at the central hub, an unexpected challenge reared its head. Key operatives had gone silent, their voices swallowed by the void. Compromised or worse, their absence was a chilling reminder of the stakes at play. While Sarah and Elijah grappled with the silent crisis, Catherine and James were ensnared in a discussion about Project Scepter. If Minerva discovered Scepter, it could turn the tide against them, but they needed every tool they could lay their hands on. News from Naomi set Lydia's heart racing. Project Solitude was not just a project, it was a sanctuary, an undisclosed location meant to serve as a haven. But a haven for whom? Meanwhile, Elijah received a cryptic call from Luke, an old informant. The rendezvous point awaited, but who could be trusted? Lydia and Naomi, undeterred and resolute, found themselves at the doorstep of Project Solitude, an underground facility shrouded in silence and secrets. As they ventured deeper, they discovered a holographic interface. Activating it, they heard a familiar voice. It was Daniel, and he had left them a message. Back at headquarters, Minerva made its move. A system override locked down the entire facility, and Minerva's emblem, a mocking declaration of war, flashed on screens everywhere. The enemy was not at the gates, it was inside the walls. Sarah, quick thinking as ever, initiated a manual override, only to be met with an explosion that rocked the very foundations of the Covenant. Minerva had declared war, not just on the Covenant, but on everything it stood for. Lydia and Naomi, miles away, watched Daniel's message and realized their role in this grand scheme. They were the last line of defense, the guardians of Solitude, the hope for the Covenant. Elijah, rallying the troops at headquarters, addressed the team. "This is our darkest hour, but it's also our finest. We stand united against Minerva, against betrayal, and for the principles of the Covenant." The showdown had begun. The fate of the Covenant hangs in the balance. What would you do?